Yo, y'all know who y'all rocking with. It's your boy Rocky, and it's time to lock out with your boy. Everybody put their face masks up. It's a stick up, you heard? Peace to the gods and goddesses. Peace to my kings and queens. Y'all know who y'all rocking with. You heard? Salute. Salute to all my people that was able to make a positive change in their life, you heard? We definitely salute you, you heard? Today we got a fire episode, but first we're going to get into some things that I need to inform my peoples about. So, YouTube, they don't really want me to be too graphic. They slowed me down. Y'all would have had 2 videos yesterday and another 2 videos, but they keep slowing me down, I don't know if I'm dropping too much. I don't know what it is, but I know we jump back into that algorithm and they slow me up again. So for a lot of y'all who was commenting last time that I went on a hiatus and all that, nah, listen. When I'm focused on something, I'm gonna achieve it because that's me. I like to see things that I like and dive straight in. Before the old me, I never finished shit. Like I used to do this and then stop, do this and stop, get a job, quit, shit like that. I says with this YouTube, I'm going all the way. This is something I'm gonna dedicate myself to. This is a way I'm gonna make a living for myself. This is a way I'm gonna stack up some real money and make sure my kids is good even when I'm dead and gone. You feel me? This is gonna be a platform for me to create some generational wealth for me and my peoples. Point blank, period. If you got my blood in you, you alright if I make it. Fuck that. But YouTube don't want me to be too graphic. It seems like every time you win it, they slowing your ass down. So OnlyFans and Patreon is about to be the 2 platforms that I'm gonna be dropping on consistently, because I'm seeing certain things and how they control it, and I don't really like it. You feel me? So don't worry about it. I'm gonna always let y'all know what's up. So today we definitely got a fire episode, you heard? We got a fire episode, and it's more like an informal, something to inform my peoples about, But let's lock in. So we're gonna deal with misconceptions, right? And I only wanted to deal with this topic because I see a lot of people comment oh, you want to learn how to just don't go to jail. Just don't go to jail. Okay, cool. So first we're going to look at why do people go to jail. People go to jail for all reasons. You understand? You could never look at a situation like jail and say, well, just don't go to jail. There's some people in jail for killing somebody who was abusing them, or responding or reacting to somebody who was abusing them. Some people are in jail for trying to protect their family. Some people are in jail for somebody using their name in scams and stuff like that. Some people are in jail literally for mistaken identity because they look like something or they fit a certain profile. And I'm not talking about just black people. You have white people too who have been mistaken identities too. So this is not a race thing. This isn't a video that say, hey, leave the blacks alone. No. We are simply talking about why do people go to jail. People, it comes in every shape, form, color, eye color, hair texture, you understand? So for those of y'all who feel like just don't go to jail, you gotta know that you sound like you don't know what you're talking about. You feel me? Because somebody could hit a grown up. Let's say a grown man flirts with your daughter right in front of you, your 10-year-old daughter. You're not going to go to jail? Because I think I'm going to go to jail. You understand? So when you say that, just know you kind of, it is what it is. We're going to move forward. And I wanted people to understand this. I left something out. So a lot of people go to jail because they have mental issues. You understand? Yes, yeah, I wrote that down and I'm trying to read it. I'm like, all right. So a lot of people go to jail because they got mental issues, right? And that brings our story of the day. My scariest bunkie. All right, yeah. Fuck it. There's no other way to say it, but I'm gonna say my scariest bunkie. You heard? The person, the time that I was sharing a cell with somebody and I was the most scaredest. Let's get in. And you know what's crazy? This video gonna go up because people wanna know about who I was scared of and shit like that. That's what they want to talk about. Well, that's what they want to hear. They want to hear niggas say you was scared. It's cool though, cause I was scared. You heard? But not how y'all think. So the bunkie that I'm talking to, right? We gonna just get into it. So I'm on K tier. I'm on K tier in a cell. All right, so in the feds, you got the dorms is like this in MCC. It goes downstairs. Every tier got a downstairs and an upstairs. So it'll be A and B, C and D. Like A and B upstairs, B and B downstairs. They move C upstairs, D downstairs. You understand? That's how. And on those tiers, you got a number of cells, probably 10 cells each tier, right? So I'm on K tier. I told y'all about K tier in one of the other videos. I'm in K tier. I'm chilling with Chicago. Now, Chicago was obviously from Chicago. The bond me in Chicago had, it was stemming from me living in Chicago. For those who know me, know me personally. Y'all know my father's name is Chicago, and my father's from Chicago. I used to live out there. I went to school out there. I did 5th grade year out there, 6th grade year out there. Matter of fact, I did 1 year out there at school. That's it. And I'm like, Mom, I want to come home. I need to come home to New York. I was a teenager. I was just, I was in 6th grade. So, of course, I miss my friends, and I begged to come back home. My stepmom sent me back home. I mean, my aunt sent me back to my stepmom's, and I was back in New York, So that's what the connection was between me and Chicago. Chicago was a real cool bunkie. Somebody who, when you are in those places, jail and stuff like that, your bid gonna go according to who you align yourself with. And a lot of the times that bunkie, your bunkie gotta kind of be as solid as you need them to be, because all types of shit happen when you got a bunkie, Some bunkies is cool. You heard Chicago was a cool bunkie. He did a lot of drugs. He owed a lot of niggas. That's the only thing I didn't like about Chicago. Like, he did a lot of drugs and he owed a lot of niggas. I was in there trying to be level-headed. I was only on a violation. So, my hand wasn't calling for all the bullshit. I was just had my son. I'm ready. I want to come home and get my kid. You heard? At the time, I'm scared that my son is gonna go through what I went through, and so none of the jail shit excited me no more. I wasn't there to be cool no more. I was there to repay my debt to Uncle Sam and society for for breaking the law, and take my ass home to my kids. So Chicago, he was getting high a lot off the weed, even the K2 shit. Chicago will do any drug you put in front of his fucking face, really. And he owed a lot of niggas, but Chicago was good for it. He paid all his debts. He never had niggas looking for him and all that. Only time it got annoying is when niggas was looking for him so he could get high with them. And that's when, because he used to, yo, why you don't smoke with me? I'd be like, nigga, if I get a dirty urine, nigga, it's over. I don't want to go to the fucking box, especially not an MCC, nigga. That shit is the worst. You heard? We gonna actually do a video about that too. But I'm like, yo, bro, nah, man, fuck that. These niggas, cause they was running down on niggas for piss tests too much. And I'm like, yo, bro, I'm only here on a violation. I'm not getting caught up with no dumb shit. It's alright. You heard? It's okay. Not to smoke. My fault. That was my attitude, not personally towards Chicago, but, you know, I just had to look out for myself. And always remember, it's okay to look out for yourself. It is. Other people don't even know what you're going through health-wise. So always look out for yourself. So me in Chicago, we was bunking for a good old time. He was cool. He was alright. He was my type of vibe, you feel me? Not my type of vibe, He was a little older. But he still was a stand-up individual. Fight, if you wanted to fight with him here, play crazy, get a knife, you can do it all. And me and him, we just had that bond. Our people's from Chicago. It is what it is. Midwest thing, you heard? Even though he knew that I was from New York and he was locked up in New York, we still had the Chicago bond. And so they took Chicago out, right? One day, it was something going on with him. He said it. He said, yo, I'm about to leave. I'm about to get out. The nigga wound up going home type shit. Whatever it was, the nigga got out of the situation. And so something happened where they had to change the nigga who they put in my dorm. I'm like, yo, nope, nah. They said, you reject him, because I kept on rejecting people. So they like, yo, you reject the number one, you move it out the dorm. I mean, you move it out the cell. And I'm thinking that, what? Nigga, my reach is long, nigga. Fuck out of here. And I'm challenging the CLS. The niggas move me to the drop of a dime. You heard? Like, get out of here. Stop playing. Move your shit over there. And now that I'm giving y'all the story, I think this shit was intentionally of who I landed with because of me trying to be a hard ass. Pay attention. So they moved me with a dude called Omar. Omar had to be... He had to be 6'3", about 300 pounds. Remember, this is my scariest bunkie. This is my scariest time I ever shared with another individual. You understand? Omar was, like I said, 6'3" probably, or 6'2", not too tall. 6'2", I give him that. About 300 pounds, not muscle bound, fat nigga. And he had the mind, the thinking capacity. No, I won't say that because I actually don't know. But he had the mental of somebody who we would consider slow. Now, I'm going to tell you what scared me. It wasn't that I was bunkying with him that scared me, because my heart is bigger than the world's. I feel like I could take anybody on, right? But Omar wasn't one of those guys. He was actually soft-spoken. I knew he was slow. You know, he just liked to help the CEOs do the laundry, like collect the laundry stuff. He needed a job to keep working. Whatever, he stayed to himself, didn't bother nobody, drew. Like, he just did a lot of shit that we would consider nerds to do, right? And that's from the outside looking in. And then I get moved into a dorm with him. So now I'm like, all right, I'm in there with Omar, all right, cool. So niggas like, yo, Omar be smelling. I'm like, word? I'm like, I'm gonna get that nigga to take a shower or something. Fuck all that. I'm like, oh, all right. You know when you move in your dorm, you move in your cell, you start asking, yo, how's son out here? So that's what I was doing. I'm like, yo, I'm trying to see who know Omar on a deeper level to tell me, like, yo, yeah, son, all right, he a cool bunkie. Or some shit like that, right? So we get, we bunkie in there. This is the first night. I'm like, oh, Omar, whatever you need, I got you, whatever. Same thing, yo, all right, cool. It's 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, right? Now, it's evident. I'm sorry, y'all. My stomach is hurt. I need to burp. If you on a regular basis, if you was to look at Omar, it's evident that he's kind of slow, right? And this is not to talk bad about him at all. We don't make fun of that. We ain't no bullies. We don't do none of that shit. That's why I embraced him the way I was. Oh, all right, Omar, cool. Don't worry about it. He ain't no human being who got bad intention, do shiesty shit. None of that shit. He's actually like autistic type shit, right? So, but look, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, and all I hear is, hey, this is coming in, hey, you, like some shit that sound like a radio conversation. And so I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, yo, what's going on? I'm like, yo, where the fuck that's coming from? It's coming from Omar. He right on top of me. And I'm like, yo, Omar, you all right, bro? He just kept on doing it. Like, yeah, I'm here. So I'm like, yo, this nigga bugging the fuck out at 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 in the morning. I'm up here asleep. I'm locked in a dorm. I'm locked in a cell with this nigga. I'm like, yo, what's the worst part of this shit? You feel me? And he was going through, I don't know what they call it, what the diagnosis would be, but it's like he was becoming other people. Yeah, like in his head, he thought he was the driver of the car he was doing. He thought he was the policeman. He thought he's saying he's changing his voice to fit all these characters and shit like that. So you get that shit from 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like, and then it's not just that one night. This shit happened to me. I had to say, yo, Omar, I can't sleep here. I'm like, yo, bro, I can't. I had to tell the CEOs to move me. Like, yo, move my shit. Like, fuck y'all got me in here with this nigga. Y'all know what's wrong with him, and y'all not. That's when I knew something was wrong with jail. Like, this nigga was, I don't know what he did. What was his crime? But I know mentally, he wasn't up there. You understand? And that shit, it just fucked my head up. You heard? Yeah, it fucked my head up, man. And that it went because Omar could be a normal person, and then at nighttime when nobody's looking at it, he turns into, and it was like he couldn't control it type shit. Cause I'm calling him like, yo, Omar. The nigga's not answering me. He just in his trance. So I'm like, yo, this nigga ever was to flip out and try to attack me or hurt me, I'm gonna have to kill this nigga in here, this big, overweight. You understand? The nigga probably overstrong. Like, nah, he ain't about to be having me in this bitch anyway. Like, hell no. I gotta get this nigga out myself. That shit scared the shit out of me, right? If you ever was a regular nigga and you woke up and when you locked in a cell with a nigga and the nigga start going through one of those personality mental episodes and disorders, that shit gonna fuck your head up. You gonna think like, yo, let me get this knife out because if this nigga try me, I'ma try this nigga, you heard? And that was my scariest bunkie on the island. I mean, during my jail shit, I can't tell you I was scared of a lot of bunkies because I wasn't. I don't give a fuck what your name was, who you was, where you came from. I actually liked the tough dudes better than the soft niggas because the tough niggas I could relate to. We talk, you understand? We get lit, But with the soft niggas, I'm not gonna punk you or bully you or none of that shit. So that means I ain't really even gonna have too much conversation for you too much like that. But actually I did. I chill with a lot of the soft niggas. I ain't judge people. But that's our episode. We gonna drop that and I'm coming back again with another one. We spinning the block. You know that.